Dip, 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 dip. Boom, 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 boom. Get it, Josh.
Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Dip, 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 dip. Boom, 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 boom. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na.
Well, when I get the paper, I read it through and through, and my girl never fails to say,
If there is any work for me.
Ben-Hur, the film some say sank the movie career of those world-renowned recording artists A.C., Bebop, Stretch, and Red. The California Raisins. These four working-class musicians have risen from garden variety band to pop phenomenon. But what are the roots of such genius? From whence doth it spring? I'm your host, Cecil Time. And in the next half hour, we'll examine the career of this colorful bunch to discover the answer. Oh. The Raisins' musical history begins with two brothers. This home movie shows young A.C. and Bebop Arbeman at play.
It's a movie camera, so do something.
We bear fortunate witness to the youngsters' discovery of tonal resonance and harmony. As youngsters, did you enjoy practicing?
Depended on who got in the first punch.
Hey, no pain, no gain.
By age 12, A.C. and Bebop have learned to sing without beating the daylights out of each other. Their cousin Red, a transplant from Modesto, now joins them. Soon, they are performing at school functions, a bona fide, serious trio.
Even then, music was the most important thing in my life.
The only way he could get a date.
Later, the Raisins add a bass singer and dub themselves the Vine Elves. Their lack of business representation impresses a hustling young vegetable named Rudy Begerman. He becomes their manager.
Rudy got us our first paying gig.
Only cost us $10 a piece.
How did I get the career launch? What are you, nuts? It would have been easier to launch a cement canoe. When I met these guys, they were nothing but pure, unwrinkled talent. Now, what could I do with that? When I met these guys, they needed some props and some shtick to classy up the act a little bit, you know?
Life could be a dream if only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you...
They were a hit like Band-Aids at a cactus convention. But I'm telling you, there was something about that bass singer. I don't know, just something about him didn't fit in somehow.
Emmanuel Pinky Pitfall, known simply as Zoot, and clearly the best-looking member of the group, is dropped. Stretch Thompson, leader of an all-bass quartet, is named as Zoot's replacement.
Hard feelings? No way, dude. I always dreamed of working on an assembly line. But I still write songs. You want to hear my latest? I write the songs that make the whole world sing.
Zoot. Now there was one bitter grapefruit.
Yeah, too many preservatives if you ask me.
About the group's first appearance on television. Question, too much, too soon?
Soon, schmoot. Hey, the only way a pro learns is by throwing himself against the wall until he sticks. Hey, who needs Carson? I put him on a show that demanded talent.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ed McMillan, along with our hostess, Miss Banana White, welcoming you to Talent or Consequences. Okay, with no further ado, let's welcome our first contestant, a guy with a real ear for music, Mr. Cobb Caraway.
You don't remember me, but I remember you. 'Twas
what do you say we heat this act up? Oh, sure. Our contestant does lose today, but he gets to come back next week and try it as a group. And next, all the way from California, the Vinyl! Fellas, you look sharp. Let's hope you won't B-flat. Banana, hold that rope tight, huh? And take it away.
Womp bomp loo bomp lomp bomp bomp tutti frutti, oh Rudy, tutti frutti, oh Rudy, tutti frutti, oh Rudy, tutti frutti, oh Rudy, tutti frutti, oh Rudy. Womp bomp loo bomp lomp bomp bomp.
Yeah. That song went to the top of the most requested list the very next day.
Hey, I wrote that song. Want to hear another one?
Rock through the west, she's a gal that I love best. Tutti frutti, oh Rudy, tutti frutti, oh Rudy, tutti frutti, oh Rudy, tutti frutti, oh Rudy, tutti frutti, oh Rudy. Womp bomp loo bomp lomp bamp.
This headline becomes the group's new name, yet the California Raisins will soon learn you're only as good as your last hit.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. Same old wilted greens got you singing the blues?
Well, try the magic touch of the new Princess Styling Wand for fresh fashion ideas. Limp, lifeless roots? No problem! The Princess Styling Wand will soon have you blooming like a rose. Even the most difficult styling problems can be transformed with appeal using Princess, the Princess Styling Wand. A cut above the rest.
Tomorrow at noon,
Puffy.
Oh, Stu.
when the melon of her dreams proposes marriage, what will Honey do?
Oh.
Will she say she can't elope?
Oh, Stu.
If Fern's transplant is successful, will she pull up roots and return to Boston?
Puffy.
Join us for room temperature romance
Puffy.
tomorrow on The Young and the Seedless.
Puffy.
KVEG, television that grows on you.
The Raisins' TV debut creates a sensation, but rumors of a hoax spread when they fail to show up for concerts and recording sessions.
Hey, come on. They were in the hospital for a year, for crying out loud. Well, let me tell you something. They were troopers. They were troopers, I'm telling you.
That was the most painful experience of my life. Until now.
Indeed, a street corner. The Raisins knew they'd have to start all over singing here if they were to prove themselves.
I just remember we were so poor, we couldn't afford words.
Rocky roll! All right. Thank you very much. Okay, for my next tune, I'm gonna do a little number called I'm Scratchy on the Inside. Woo!
Lick Broccoli is among the first of the British broccoli invasion. With morbid fascination, the media swarms to cover his mega-decibel detonations.
That cat had a glass-shattering voice.
It was the tight pants. Had to be the pants.
The Raisins' street experience gives them a richness of style to match their talent. They are now ready for success. Ironically, they find no work.
We couldn't draw flies. Oh, then I got an idea so great. I got a headache. Blew my brains out. I couldn't believe it. Something to change the course of music forever. Live elevator music.
Well, so Uncle John, with Paul and Sally, saw a miracle coming and they jumped back in the alley, oh, baby. Yeah!
And so it was less than a success.
Hey, what are you, nuts? Another 5 years, you're gonna be seeing this everywhere.
Penniless and desperate, the Raisins turned to doing singing telegrams.
We prefer to think of them as intimate outdoor performances.
Remember that one we delivered to the mountain climber?
A real cliffhanger.
Raisins' flair for spectacle impresses myopic Italian film director Federico Rasbarini.
Hey, these are heroes look just alike meatballs! That's a nice! Hire them!
Rasbarini saw in the Raisins a new wave of Italian cinema.
Everyone who saw the film liked it.
Yeah, I talked to both of them myself.
Federico was so full of passion, so full of life, so full of...
Fertilizer? What do you make of that, Mr. Spore?
Insufficient data, Captain.
Speculation?
My alien half does not speculate, Captain. However, my raisin half says...
Papa, 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 ooma, mau, mau, papa, ooma, mau, papa, ooma, mau, mau, papa, ooma, mau, papa, funniest sound I ever heard. Now I can't understand a single word.
Though the films are a success, import restrictions on foreign produce quarantines them, leaving the raw stock rotting on the docks. Yet, fate has not finished with the California Raisins, as we shall soon see.
Hey, 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 don't go away! The California Raisins will be right back.
And now, with a KVEG news break, here's Dan Radish.
Doctors at St. Vegetarian Medical Center today announced the successful completion of the world's first artichoke heart transplant. Film and recipes at 11.
California raisins from the California vineyards.
Don't you know I heard it through the grapevine?
Sounds grape, doesn't it?
The unemployment rate skyrocketed to an all-time high last month. Experts blame the job shortage on the rising popularity of wax fruit. As a result, thousands of local apples and pears have been canned. For KVEG Newsbreak, I'm Dan Radish.
And now, back to our show.
Europe had gone sour for these X-grapes, and so they decide...
Dude, hey! I write the songs that you make.
And so they decide to undertake a Goodwill tour.
Rated right up there with kissing fruit flies.
Yeah, I'd rather vacation in a Waldorf salad.
What do you want from me, huh? We need a fresh territory. Well, that's just what I did.
The Raisins find themselves on a grueling whistle-stop tour around the Arctic Circle. Exhausted, tensions run high, but the group doggedly plays on. Ultimately, the tour loses money. The Raisins have no choice but to return home in defeat. Yet, it was ironic. The tour had welded them tighter than they'd ever been. They were, in fact, one very solid group indeed. September 14th, the return flight to Fresno is expected to take 21 hours and 46 minutes. Instead, it will end suddenly and drastically, out of fuel, and unimaginably far from home.
It was the worst day of my life. A nightmare come true.
I had a feeling up me spine, I did. That same night we was on the Ed Succotash show. I just knew something really bad was gonna happen. Go.
And now, for our teen audience, here's Lick Broccoli from the Herbicide.
I am bigger, please. Makes me that remain. Don't get in my way. Broccoli is here to stay.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Do you relish the thought of a tender encounter with the perfect date? Tired of those seedy single salad bars and fruit cocktail parties? Then dial 976 Veggie and meet the tasty morsels you dream of.
Well, actually, I'm studying to be a cobbler.
Ooh, you must be rolling in dough.
So what are you waiting for? Call 976 Veggie. That's 976 VEGI now.
Thus we've seen how talent, perseverance, and of course, dumb luck have shaped the Raisins' career. Or as Shakespeare so aptly put it, some are born grape, some achieve grapeness, and some have grapeness thrust upon them. And now for our final offering, we present never-before-seen footage of the group's very first performance. This has been Cecil Time saying good night.
This is a little song we've been working on.
Ooh, I bet you wonder how I knew about your plans to make me blue with some other guy you knew before. Between the two of us guys, you know I love you more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Instead, I heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer will you be mine. Baby, baby, I heard it through the grapevine.
I wrote that song.